Hello? I'm not even. She's ready. People are like, where did
Thank you so much for tuning in. Where are we? We're on Plop.
We're plopping. People love other people's problems.
Right, here we go. Can you hear us a little better?
People love other people's problems?
That's
yes.
what it is.
That voice you hear is
That's
David.
true.
People love other people. You think so?
I mean, people like to hear about other people's problems. I don't know if they love them as in
People
like,
love other people's problems.
They do.
love them.
That
They
love
do.
them.
It's terrible.
More than your own.
Well, the whole thing behind that is that we always, we say love because we always have all the answers for everybody but ourselves. I can tell you that's what I need to do with your life, but my backyard is all tore up.
You mean love to hear as in like
Love people's problems,
to
period.
bring them to you so you can help out?
No. People
No.
love other people's problems. It's
To
that
talk,
simple.
to be gossipy.
Okay, I can see
Right.
that.
But
Today,
that's not what we do here.
today I am Deshon Gray. Today that is Sacha. What are you today?
Today, I'm Sacha Granger.
You
That's-
are?
I am,
There's no one here to
yes.
correct
Can you
me.
say that again?
Sacha Granger.
Granger, that's
Yeah,
Say-
fake
can you
Instagram
say
and
it?
stuff they waiting for us. We
Granger.
coming.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And I'm
Go
what's your name,
ahead.
son?
And this is
Go
our
ahead.
guest for today.
Our
His
guest
name
this evening.
is. What's your name?
David Jite.
Jite.
Come
No,
on, Jite.
give us your
My
entire
entire name. Okay.
your entire Nigerian name.
My
Come
entire
on.
Nigerian name is David Alabo Jite Oboyi.
Yes.
I love it.
That is my name.
Jite.
Jite.
Oh, Jite.
Oboyi.
Jite. Oh boy, yeah.
But I go by David Jite. It's my stage name.
David Jite.
David G. is your stage name and your real name too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So David is joining us
Yes.
this evening on Pop, and he's going to be here the entire duration of our show. We're
Are
going to
you?
interview him. We're going to
Yes, I am.
touch on some topics where we're going to be fluffing up our cushions and flipping
We
and
are.
rotating.
We actually are going to be doing that.
And if you want to see us, we are streaming live on YouTube. Yes, on Facebook. You can also catch us.
Facebook is up.
Oh, Facebook is
Facebook is
up.
right here.
Okay, where's
Facebook
Instagram?
is up.
Instagram is right there.
Okay.
YouTube is right there.
Your personal Instagram.
Your personal
See, you have
Instagram is
people
right
who
there.
already
What's up,
tuned
my
Show people
people?
who we are.
Yeah.
Pick
Oh,
your
I
phone
show-
up.
Pick my phone. I can do that.
Yes, over here. This is me.
Right.
That's her.
This is me.
And this is
And
this
this
is
is
us.
And this
Right.
is us.
That's
And
a
this
show,
is
ain't
Plop.
it? This is us.
This is us.
It-
as a show.
it is a
It's a
show.
sad show, actually.
If you want to listen to us, how can they do that?
You can listen to us on iTunes, on
Look at me
Spotify,
trying to
on
do my-
Spreaker. Yes,
It's
Spreaker. Have
You
you
never
heard
heard
of
of
Spreaker?
Never in my life.
Right.
I'm
But
low
that's-
key.
You can't say that no more because you just heard of it just now.
I know. I'm low key a caveman when it comes to like all this stuff. You know.
We're
once
gonna
I-
school you. Stick with us, David.
We gonna
Okay.
we gonna take you far.
Once I get
baby.
on, I'm probably have like
We gonna make you
a
famous.
publicist do all this for me.
You'll
We
have
gonna make you a
it.
store.
And if you guys want to call in and have any discussion with us or ask David any questions,
What's
you can
his
give
name
us a call.
again?
Go ahead.
David Jite.
You wasn't gonna say it?
I was, but I like when he says it.
Okay. I'll say it.
David Jite.
I'll say it all night.
Yeah.
Right.
But we cannot forget about
Right. Come on. Our resident.
our resident. Hold on, wait a minute. Our resident.
Boom, boom.
Everything.
Drum roll.
That's all I can give you.
His name is what's his name?
A. Please us.
A plus and A plus. How we moving this show today?
Yes.
How we moving the show today? Goddamn it! Don't you fuck up.
Quickly.
Okay,
Quickly.
okay,
I
we
like
can do
this.
that.
She got me.
Okay.
Quickly.
He got me.
We can do
He
that.
got me. We can do that. We like that.
Hi, A plus.
How you doing?
Yay, A
We're
plus.
great.
What
How are
up?
you?
Y'all hear me? All right. Thumbs up if you can hear me, please.
Blessed and highly favored.
Blessed and highly favored. I love it. Speaking of being blessed and speaking of being highly favored and
Go ahead.
speaking of all good energy,
All good
we want to. Who are we sending that to?
We want to send our positive energy to the family of John Singleton because they did bury him this week.
You know what? This week has been an example of, well, actually yesterday has been an example of what life is.
Why do you say that?
Birth, death, and
Oh,
party.
yes.
Yesterday they buried John Singleton.
Yes.
Yesterday there was the birth of the royal baby.
Oh,
Yesterday they had the
yes.
Met Gala.
Y'all roll
They
that.
did.
Ain't my
You're
roll that.
right.
That's
it's
life.
not your what?
Nah, it ain't my royal baby.
Well,
That's just a baby.
I said a royal baby. You taking it personally?
Nah, I'm just
That's
saying.
the world's royal baby.
It is the world's
they
royal
my royal
baby.
baby.
Well, you don't have to claim it. They're not worried about your little comment about that.
It's little to them, but it's big to me.
Well, come on. That's all right.
Okay.
You know.
You feel that way.
Right, but yeah, so that royal baby was born the death of John Singleton, and then party. What was that?
The Met
Gala.
What do you think goes on inside the Met Gala?
Well, we know what went on a couple of years ago at the Met Gala.
Oh, 5 years ago. 5 years
Gala.
ago specifically.
You can't be that far. Now you can't. You talking about you're a caveman?
No,
you can't be
I know what you're talking about, but I don't
What are we
know.
talking about?
The Jay-Z
You know what?
Beyonce-
Let me tell you something. I've been sitting here the whole time trying to do my headphones, and because you said that shit, my headphones came undone. How about that? Thank you for the fuckery. I appreciate it.
Well, he
Thank
knew.
you, Lucy.
He knew what
Love
happened. He
you.
knew what happened.
He knew what happened.
And we also want to send our positive energy to Bushwick Bill because this week he announced that he has stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
He did.
He did.
Who is Bishop Bill?
He's a rapper from the Ghetto Boys.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I know he is. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
what?
No. I'm just saying because people don't know.
But
Okay.
he knew. Say that again.
He is a rapper,
A founding member.
Right.
member of the Ghetto Boys rap group.
Richard Stevenson Shaw. That's his name.
Yeah, and he's known as
Straight from Jamaica.
He's known as Chucky.
He's known as
Yeah,
Chucky.
he is.
He used to scare me when I was a
You
child.
did?
Did
Well,
he?
he announced he is at stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and he was diagnosed in February.
Right.
And he was going to the doctor, and they said he had a mass on his pancreas, and the doctor told him it was benign.
Really?
Yeah, they
Okay.
did. But now
Misdiagnosis.
misdiagnosed, but he's at stage 4, and he's doing intense chemotherapy. However, he said he's still making music.
That's right.
As
He
he
let it
should.
go.
That's right.
Right.
As he
Can't keep a
should.
good guy
As
down.
he should. And that's the same diagnosis with Alex Trebek.
I
right?
know. We
Yeah.
had this discussion last week. It kind of got off to colon cleansing, but man, go get your pancreas.
Right.
Let me tell you something. Go get checked.
It's really
You
hard
should.
for black men to go to the doctor because we just know so much is wrong. We don't want to hear about it. But
Is
we
that
should.
what you think it
But
is?
we should. I'm a black man. I don't like going to the doctor. I really don't. But I know I have to. So
You
okay,
absolutely must.
I'm speaking candid.
Yeah.
No, you can't. I'm just listening.
Y'all giving me.
You felt judged? Did you feel judged? Did you feel judged?
Nah, I just felt highly
You were a little
scrutinized.
bit. Scrutinized?
Yes.
No.
But it's okay. I'm good. I'm comfortable.
You know what I just did?
We
I just took a
agree
look
with
in this.
you.
I just took a look in this camera. Saw this red lipstick. This is Ruby Woo, and it look good. But go ahead.
But no, a lot of.
You want Ruby?
I mean, I can only speak
Barbie.
from the black male experience.
Yes.
We don't like going to the doctor because we don't want to find out.
All of y'all. A+, do you go to the doctor?
Come on, A+.
I need to go to the doctor. I need a damn primary doctor. You know what I'm saying? Every time I work, you feel me, and I finally get them benefits, you know what I'm saying? I either get fired or I walk away or something.
Oh, well,
But
you
I
don't have no
definitely-
job. Obama care.
Right.
You're right.
OC.
You're right. Right. But you know what I'm saying? If I have any issues, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Don't wait till it's too late.
I do.
Don't
go
wait
to
till
the
it's
doctor.
stage 4.
I
We
do
so
get my
And I don't
Yeah.
even think it's so much. I mean, Alex Trebek found out he got stage 4. So is it black men or just men? Period.
It might be
it
men,
might
but
be
I can only
men,
speak from the black male experience. I just know that if it ain't ailing me so bad, I'm not gonna really. I'm just gonna deal with it and push it on. But if I can't do it,
Most black men, speaking for the black male experience, they
Okay.
procrastinate.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I have a friend right now. Shout out to you if you're watching. Keep your head up with whatever you got going on with
Keep
your
your head.
illness and stuff.
Child.
Right.
But yeah, he did. But they did have yesterday. They did have John Singleton's services.
They did.
And they had it at a funeral home. Is it Angela's funeral home?
Yes.
And it was very small and quaint. Just his family. That's it.
Yeah.
They had a
Nice.
few celebrities was there. Miss Tina was there, Maxine Waters, Tyrese, Ice Cube, and Jim Brown. But they said they're going to have a larger memorial in a few weeks.
They did say
But they
that.
just want to do something for the family. And so, blessings to them.
And they had it out
Good
here?
energy. They had it here. He's from LA.
LA be definitely putting up for people's funeral because the way they did Nipsey was beautiful.
It
You know,
was.
they
Yeah,
about to do something
it
nice
was
to John
amazing.
Singleton.
It was.
It
Yeah.
really was.
Rest in peace.
Peter Mayhew passed away last week. He is the actor who played Chewbacca.
Oh, the
Yeah.
super tall one?
Yeah, he was
Yes.
7'2".
Yeah.
He played Chewbacca for the first 3 original films and also came back. He was wheelchair bound and he was wheelchair bound. He came up out of that wheelchair to play Chewbacca one more time in the 2015 Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, did
when he came back.
he?
Yes,
Wow.
he did.
Oh.
And Harrison Ford tweeted about it, and he was just like, that was my friend for 30 years, and I love him. He was like, he was my partner in film and in life.
Damn, he must have got paid for the movies too.
Well, he did.
Yeah,
But they're having his memorial service. His family's doing his memorial service June 29th. He passed away in April. He was from Finland, so I don't know if that's a situation that they do there, but they're not doing nothing until January, and they're not gonna. Then they'll have a public one in December.
Oh yeah, they probably have like a period of mourning that they don't.
Yeah,
you know.
He was 74.
Wow.
Yeah. It's probably a
72,
different type
74,
of ritual that they do.
I don't know very much about, but we want to send our condolences too, because there was a plane crash in Russia.
I hate planes. I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Say it.
I hate flying planes.
You do?
Really? But you do know it's the safest form of travel, though.
Yeah, people say that. It don't feel like it though.
It is. Statistically,
It
it is the safest form of travel.
How do you get around when you have to go long distances? Where are you from?
From the Bay Area, by way of Nigeria.
By way of where?
Nigeria.
You're from? Were you born in Nigeria?
Born in Nigeria.
How did you get here?
I never said I don't take the plane.
We also want to send our. I just asked the question. That was a joke.
It was just funny.
Come on, Wit.
But no, I'll fly if I have to, obviously.
You have no
Obviously.
choice.
You have choices. I mean, Aretha Franklin and Whoopi Goldberg didn't fly. Well, Aretha Franklin didn't fly.
They rich, so I gotta take what I can get.
I mean, you got to be rich to get on the bus.
No, I'm just saying, like, if I
Get on the bus.
I take the bus a lot, actually.
You do, but you can't take no bus from here to Nigeria.
Nah.
If it is, I don't want to go that route. Zoe Coleman.
Zoe.
This is a touching story. Sacha told me about this story today. Sacha.
Yeah. We're gonna touch on that in more detail, but it's it hit home for me because it was a 3-year-old girl who was senselessly and horrifically murdered by her father. And so we're going to speak in detail about that. I don't understand. We just have evil people in the world.
It is
just evil.
Yeah. The father actually needed to probably, if he's somewhere in a jail cell, fucking bastard.
Right.
Listen to the show today. Let somebody listen. Let it go. That's the topic for today. Let that shit go. Let it go. And you'll see why later on why we said that.
Right.
But today's topic is let it go. It's not what you think.
It isn't?
It's not what you think. Not oftentimes it's not. We get in our head a lot.
You mean it's not what you think, as sometimes like stuff that you're dealing with, you're making it bigger than what it is?
Let it go. It's not what you think. It can mean whatever you want it to mean. It could be a positive situation. It could be a negative situation.
What does it mean to you?
We'll talk about that in that section. That's okay?
I look forward to it.
You like that?
Yes.
Hi,
I like
John.
that.
Thank you, John.
Hi, John.
John's tuning in.
Okay. We do have a portion of our show that we call the flip and rotate. Smack it up, flip and rub it down.
Okay.
Have you seen the logo for our show?
No, I haven't. I just seen the plop.
That's all you
That is
seen?
the logo.
Oh yes, the P.L.O.P.P.
Yeah.
The logo is a sofa. You didn't see that?
He did. Say yes.
Yes, I saw the sofa.
Don't tell him to lie.
I am.
You teaching
I'm
him to lie?
helping him.
You are helping him because he was about to get red for film.
Yeah.
So she
Sorry.
helped you. Tell her thank you.
Thank you.
I wasn't gonna read him.
I like you, David.
Not on air.
So,
But it is a virtual sofa. It's a big green sofa.
You see that
It's
green
comfortable.
background?
You see that green background?
Yeah, I see
You
that.
feel that under there? You feel like you're on the sofa? Rub against us. I just wanted an excuse to rub on the black hand. But
it's all soft over here. I like
it is soft, and we soft.
Yeah, y'all soft.
And cushy.
Y'all supposed to be soft.
Okay.
But are you fit though?
But you can be fit and soft at the same time. Nobody wants no.
Don't worry about that part. That wasn't for you.
I went right over.
It wasn't for you, baby. When it's
went
for you,
right
we'll
over
tell
that.
you. But listen. Okay. It's so on your sofa you like to clean it. In order to clean it, you have to flip and rotate the sofa cushion. So in our section, we talk about what's going on in the world. We call it flip and rotate.
Okay.
So you go up under there, you clean what's up under that sofa. You find some shit that you lost. You find some shit that you didn't know you lost. You flip it back over. You got a new sofa. Flip and rotate. We're gonna see if we can flip and rotate some of these issues for these people because they need some goddamn help.
And then what about our sponsor though?
Today's sponsor. This is where we get serious.
Right.
Okay, let's get serious.
You
All
bet.
right. I'm serious.
Put on your serious voice. You're an actor. Can you do another voice?
Can you give us an accent?
Yeah.
Come on, David.
I got a surprise y'all with. I just came.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
I'm gonna surprise y'all with it.
Okay.
Some of my
I'm gonna be
replies.
waiting for that.
Some of my replies.
Today's show is sponsored by. Who is it sponsored by? A+.
Sacha. My bad. Cheesecake. Granger.
Yes! You
that
got
the
I was gonna
name?
say Sacha cheesecake.
Yes.
I'm about to say it too now. You got me like that?
That's a beautiful name.
You think so?
Cheesecake de
Absolutely.
Granger?
Yes.
Thank you.
You really think it's beautiful? Or you just trying to get some cheesecake?
I'm dead serious. First of all, I've had her cheesecake and it's delicious. So-
He has.
Absolutely.
What flavor did you
Oh
have?
my gosh.
What flavor did you have?
I had the cheesecake brownie thing that she put together.
Oh yeah, that was at
turtle.
an event I did.
Okay.
I have met you in a former
Was it
life.
Delicioso.
Was it moist and delicious?
Absolutely.
Amen.
Praise.
She even gave me. Okay.
I gave.
Go ahead. What she give you? What she give you?
Plug me.
She was
you,
nice
honey?
enough to
Plug
give
me.
me extra because she did an event.
She
catered
gave you
it.
extra?
You know what?
She catered the event, and
See?
everybody was
She
loving her.
catered and gave you extra?
And so I told her, I said, I gotta have. Do you have any more? She said, well, I do, but you're gonna have to wait.
I done spilled my water all on everything.
See, that's what you get.
It is.
And she hooked me up. And my coworkers kept on trying to saying grab inside. Ooh,
Did you get
it
some-
sounds
did
so
you
bad.
get the-
Grab inside the box.
They said do what?
She gave me a box.
Talking about our sponsor. What are we talking about right now? I'm confused. I'm dropping water.
Delicious snacks.
Oh,
Right.
From
delicious
Cheesecake
snacks.
Day.
Granger.
Granger.
Thank you, David.
Could you pass out the Cheesecake de Granger's phone number, please?
Right. The number where we can be reached is 310-774-6701. Do not call us at this moment. No one is available.
You can
Or
call
you
right
can
now.
send an email, info@cheesecakedegranger.com. And we also have a website, www.cheesecakedegranger.com, where we deliver throughout Los Angeles. And we have some deliveries and special things that we have to do this weekend for some customers because it's Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
Mother's Day.
Oh,
But
Yes.
actually,
Shout out to
they're having a giveaway. Could you tell them about the giveaway, please? The goddamn sponsor. I mean, the GD
Right.
sponsor.
right.
We are having a giveaway online. If you live in the Los Angeles area, absolutely participate because a lucky mother can win a free dozen of cheesecakes this weekend, and we'll deliver them to you on Saturday. So go to our page, cheesecakedegranger.com, on Facebook or on Instagram, and you can see the details. Tag some people to enter to win. Right.
May I ask,
Yes.
what is your favorite delicacy from?
My favorite?
Yeah.
How many
My-
flavors do you have?
We have over 65 flavors.
Those are her
Wow.
favorites.
But I think my favorite, though, is probably ambrosia.
Okay.
Do you know what ambrosia is?
The fruit of the gods.
Oh.
You know what?
Yes, I do.
Come on. Yeah, so my favorite is
The fruit of
ambrosia.
the gods.
It is. It's the fruit.
What's your favorite?
New England apple.
Okay.
She knows.
I do.
Yeah.
Listen, today's topic is going to be about let it go. It's not what you think.
It is not what you think.
There's an accent. I heard that.
Right.
Some interesting things happened this past week, in the past few days. The Kentucky Derby.
Yes.
Oh man,
We'll be speaking
I wish I'd
about
have
the
bet.
Kentucky Derby.
The Kentucky Derby. Who was the one that got disqualified? Was it called Maximum Security? What's the name of the horse?
Maximum security.
Wow.
Maximum Security was trying to secure the motherfucking field, the bag, and the lanes, everything's horse. Stay in your lane. Jockey, control your horse.
So it got out of the lane and it got disqualified.
It got
Yes.
disqualified because
Yeah.
they said it hindered another horse, right?
It did.
She know about horses. She like horses.
You know what? Wait,
She likes
hold on a
horses.
second. Yes, because my dad, if you're watching, Gigi, Gus Granger.
Yes.
My dad, he's always raised horses. I grew up on the farm. Horses, pigs, cows, chickens.
And where did you grow
Old
up?
MacDonald had a farm.
E-I.
Where did you grow up?
Oh.
Come on.
I grew up in New Iberia, Louisiana.
You have great hair.
Louisiana represent, if y'all watching.
specks of
See,
white.
who
Huh?
that's on today. I like it.
You have just have great hair.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
you
I thought you
got
said
it.
I had gray hair. I was
No,
Great.
great.
Thank you.
Great. I'm a hairstylist by trade. I don't call hair gray. I call it platinum.
I like that.
We don't do that.
Can I go platinum?
I just want to shout out my sister. Hey, Lucy, I love you. I'll see you.
Hi,
Hey,
Lucy.
Oh, hi, Lucy.
My big sister.
I love Lucy. Very interesting. Amazon and Walmart are selling a prank fake pregnancy test.
Why?
Thank you.
Why?
Thank you. I heard about this. Shout out to KJLA. Shout out to Tammy Mack. I heard this on her show last week, and they're selling. Beats me. There's lots of different ways that you can prank a pregnancy test. I mean, a pregnancy to somebody, but a fake pregnancy test. And the question is, do you think that women are going to misuse this?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I have a better question, because there was a gentleman who called in on her show, and he said that he didn't find out till after a child was 2 years. He was going to break up with his girlfriend at the time, and she said, I'm pregnant. So he said he wanted to work it out. 2 years later, he was paying child support and everything. 2 years later, she told him, this ain't your baby. They went to court, got DNA test, and it wasn't. He was on the verge of suicide. My question, David and A+, has a girl ever faked a pregnancy or tried to pull a fast one on y'all?
No one's done that to me. I mean, people have done some crazy stuff, not like that though.
Do either one of you have children?
I don't.
No.
Has that ever happened to you?
No.
If it did, what would you do?
It hasn't happened because you always use protection, right?
Absolutely. I stay strapped at all times.
At all times.
Right.
Like you strapped down?
It's a must.
Amen.
Yeah, you like, of course.
Sir?
I'm sorry.
That never happened to you?
What? Someone tried to trap me with the pregnancy? Yeah. No, I haven't. I'm really careful with that.
Come on, careful.
Very careful.
If that happened to you, what would you do?
I would.
Come on.
You for real.
Me knowing that person was lying, as careful as I am, we'd be in court.
No, I mean, as far as if they brought you the pregnant, look, I'm pregnant, look, here's the tag.
I'd be like, no, let me see the package.
No, can you do that in front of me, please?
Mm. Yeah, something along the lines of that.
That would be your response to A+?
Yeah. But I'm not into, heightening the situation and making it worse. I'm not into that whole, what are you doing all this stuff?
Really? Speaking of children, Kevin Hunter, Wendy Williams' husband, he wants spousal support and he wants child support.
Is he taking care of the kid?
The child is 18, about to be 19. The child in question is about to go to college. When does child support? Don't child support start at 18?
It should be stopped at 21?
If you attend college, you can get more. You can have more years of receiving child support.
Okay.
If they attend
college.
So
who is the custodial parent?
Probably him, because she works a lot.
That don't mean that.
No.
It sure don't.
Mm-mm.
So if he did have custody of kids, right? Does he
it's one son.
Yeah,
and when she talked about them getting divorced, she said she was looking for a place for her and her son.
Right.
Which means
he got
somebody other. He got a kid.
Yeah. If he's not the person taking care of the kid, then he shouldn't get it at all. I mean, that's simple.
Interesting.
He wasn't with her shooting in the gym.
He wants spousal support. I'm trying to figure out how that works. Is it because he not having a job no more? Because he was working for doing everything for her and she fired that ass?
Probably
I think now it's just a formality.
Okay.
That's just,
Now if it was the other way around,
it would still be a formality.
What you mean it was the other way around?
I'm just saying, like...
Come on, David, speak.
I just feel like it wouldn't be a big issue if it was the other way around. Because that's common. You know what I'm saying? For a man that has money, the woman wants spousal support and all stuff like that. But the fact
you better talk to Ludacris, who snatched that fucking baby from that baby mama. Talk to Dwayne Wade, who snatched them fucking kids from that baby mama.
And then wasn't it Matt Barnes?
Yeah, Matt Barnes he did, but he didn't do that. He didn't do that originally though. That was some fuckery going on in that situation with her. When he did that out of, you know what, you playing too many games.
And I'm gonna get you.
Right. These other men, I think it's absolutely weird. I think it's it's now become a thing of big bank, or whoever got the biggest purse or got the biggest pocket can get whatever got to get. Because how do you take a child from their mama?
I would. Well.
And this is and when Ludacris did this were newborns. Yeah. To a woman that you was sleeping with when you were with somebody else. And somebody else that you was an ex of yours that you've been with for a long time, but you went back to her and y'all, But I mean,
it's a cold game.
It's a cold game. It's a cold game.
Can we get a random vent in?
A what? I'm sorry.
Random vent.
Oh yeah. You want to get a random vent in before the interview? Sure. A+, let me see your pen. What's your random vent?
My random vent is, if you're not busy, I need you to act busy. You know, a lot of people, especially like at my old job, it was this young man that I was working with. He would always show that he wasn't busy. Every time somebody walked by, he was leaning over on his desk. And I remember I told him, I said, if you're not busy, I need you to act busy because you're going to be out the door. They're going to get rid of you. The next day, he was gone. So my vent is, act like you got some work to do.
Or how about if you're not busy, find some fucking thing to do. Don't act busy. Get busy.
Can I do a little?
You want some random shit?
Just
completely off
topic.
Yes.
Go.
Move in silence. I know, especially people in the industry, like
you did when you didn't tell nobody you was coming on.
Yeah.
Silence.
In silence. I just feel
you have to understand who you sit next to. I'm quick, and you are an actor, so you better know improv. You better get on your feet.
This is what I love. I love staying on my toes.
Come on.
All right. Just when you move, I just feel like moving in silence, especially people in the industry. Like, if you do all this talk about, like, there's a lot of people that, and no disrespect to you guys, y'all post on my way to.
Be who you supposed to be?
Huh?
Be what they say? What they say? Be who you supposed to be? POST. Is that what the
Post
thing
it,
they said? Yeah, shirts and everything. Be who you supposed to be.
Is that what it is? Oh,
you got people that will go to an audition, right? On my way to audition, on my way to callback and stuff like that, and then they don't get it. And it's like, but they want to show people they're busy doing stuff. Me personally, I'd rather post when I get something. That way, there could be a celebration. So I'd rather move in silent and grind out until it's done.
Move in silent.
How about you post when? How about you don't post when you get it either? How about you post when it come out?
Yeah.
Because even when you book it, they can be like, you know what, we're gonna go another direction.
Exactly, and edit you up. That's what my first commercial. I booked the Target commercial, and I was so happy. I got paid so much money, and I told everybody check out my commercial. And once it came out, they was like, "We didn't see you," and I was like, "I didn't see me." And I saw like the side of my face playing basketball, and I said,
Is
"Never
that all
again."
they gave you?
Yes.
Did you get the check?
Yeah, I got the check, and I have my own trailer and all this
Does
stuff.
it really matter which part of the body they saw?
I want them to see me to show that I arrived. So I never ever post anything unless I see it and be like, okay, that's me.
So you learn from that.
Absolutely. Silence.
I've seen some people. I know some people who are in the industry, and they'll have you see them on. They'll be like, oh my god, I saw you on someone's. So they'll be like, you did? Oh, okay.
That's a beautiful feeling.
They know it was on there. You did? You saw me?
Move in silence.
Okay. I got a random vent.
Let's hear
Go
it.
ahead, random.
Y'all want some random? I got a random vent. A+. You want to hear my random vent? Why in the fuck in 2019 are people still giving people fake names?
What do you mean by giving people fake names?
What's your name?
David.
You meet somebody and tell them, oh, my name is Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Fake names. Why are we still doing that in 2019? Let me tell you something. In case you all don't know, let me put y'all up on some game real fast. When you give somebody your phone number, you know all those apps that you have on your phone, Instagram and Facebook and all that shit like that? When you download those apps, you've given those apps permission to access your entire phone.
Right. You do.
You must know that.
Yes, you absolutely
You've given them a permission to access your microphone, everything. So when you flipping, somebody told me, I heard that you could go. Well, you know what? I ain't even gonna lie.
Let's hear it.
So I have met people, and they'd be like, "Oh, my name is so and so." You know, you whatever the case may be. When you put that person's phone number in your phone, and you minding your business, and you flipping on Facebook, it's a suggestion. You might know A, B, and C,
exactly.
and they real name and everything come up.
Right. Right.
They wife and everything.
They stay name.
Yeah.
They wife.
Yeah.
And everything.
I mean, they roommate. That's what they said it was.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Stop giving people Stop giving people fake names. If you don't want to talk to nobody, listen. Even if you think you're gonna be slick and try to give them, I'm gonna give them this little. What do they have? The little Google numbers.
Yes.
Any number that's attached to your phone. Don't matter.
Wow.
That's an app, boo.
Right.
That's an app.
Can't be slick.
Stop giving people fake names, or just say, you know what? You can't even give them an email. Anything attached to your phone gonna come up. Just say you don't be bothered.
So you just gotta keep it real.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
Keep it real.
Try
or keep
to.
it moving.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Help me out. But also, we were talking earlier about baby Sussex that you said was a royal baby.
Not my royal baby.
He ain't gonna be a royal baby. But Meghan Markle.
What was the baby's name again?
Well, they just call him baby because they're the Duchess, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex.
Oh,
the baby does not. The baby was born yesterday, but the baby will not be named till tomorrow. But she did have her baby at 5:30 in the morning. A little boy. He's in seventh in line for the throne.
I'm gonna be quiet.
You can say what you gotta say.
It's just so amazing.
As long as it's not messy, because we don't do that here.
It's not messy.
Where the mess go, Sacha?
In trash.
Girl, are you here?
I am.
You in a coma, bitch?
No, I'm not in a coma.
The mess is over at Shirley House.
Right.
We don't do that here.
Well, it's just,
but say something. You can say your
just,
feelings though.
Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of scrutiny and a lot of information about these royal families that we don't even know any like royal families like in Africa and where we from, different countries. It's just like I don't know. Like I just like a lot of people don't even know the president of Nigeria or the president of Algeria. It's just like of our people. We got enough of you guys. I have enough of you guys. All the history books, everything. We have enough of the European country. I'm about the homeland.
Who's the president of Nigeria?
I don't even know.
Right.
So I don't want to know about that.
Who's the Queen of England?
I don't know who that is.
You know her name.
You do.
Don't act.
I don't know who that is.
But anyway, they said they was gonna wait a couple days anyway before they said they waiting to celebrate their baby in private, which is in direct opposite of what Catherine did when she had their first baby. She came out there with their baby hours after giving birth. They walked in front of the cameras like, we here, we got the baby, look. But Megan and I can't ever say his name, Harry. They like, yeah, we gonna wait a minute. Cause they know the world waiting to see that old biracial royal baby.
They want to check and see how biracial.
Well, you know what I'm saying,
right?
You know.
Right.
They were mad when they saw Meghan Markle's daddy.
He loved that girl, and she loved that man. They in love. I love it. I think it's all good.
Yeah, I love love. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, well if you love then connect with that portion of it.
I do.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna.
You have to go. I understand. But California Bill SB 27 passed,
which is
stating you cannot be on the ballot in California and run for president if you have not released the last 5 years of your taxes. 2020 should be interesting.
Why are you chuckling?
Why are you chuckling?
Because
do you have a party do you associate with a particular party or not? Or is it just private?
It's private.
Okay. So why are you chuckling?
I wasn't gonna do my taxes.
Are you running for president?
Maybe.
You could.
Maybe.
Are you actually going to run for president? Because if you're not running for president, you have nothing to worry about. They're not looking for your taxes.
You're so gifted.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I've been called worse, and I've been called better.
No, I'm just saying. I've done radio before. Like, I've done stuff like that. But, like, the energy that you bring and just the wittiness and the quickness and stuff like that, like...
Oh, this is the report card during the news?
Well, yeah. I mean, I just think it's dope. I think it's dope.
This Plop, and what do we do at Plop, Sacha?
People love other people's
I said, what do we do at Plop?
Was she reading
because
comments
I'm reading the comments.
Got it.
What's
the comment you're reading?
John Eric St. James. Hi, we know that it's late in Miami. He says, I have a random vent.
What's his random
vent? You got some good eyes.
What's
John Eric St. James, one of these days you're going to dial 310-910-9676 and dial extension 1. Because if you can type, you can talk. Go ahead.
He said, I have a random vent. What's with these black parents giving their kids these Roman names instead of African names? Shamaricus, those are Roman-ass names. What's wrong with naming the kid Kunta Kinte? I don't think it's anything wrong with naming the kid Kunta Kinte. But it's your child. I think you can name them whatever you would like.
That was going to be my sentiment right there. That's why we connect. Name your child whatever the hell you want to name your child.
Amari X.
Because who knows where these names come from.
Right.
I know where my name came from.
Right.
You do? David?
Straight from the motherland.
Oh.
Really?
You know David, but you know David is
Hebrew name.
You know David is, but you know it's one of the royal names too. From England.
Got it. David's definitely Hebrew.
It might be Hebrew, but it's in line of royalty with their name. Because that's the name, one of the names they're looking at. They can't do George because they already have a George. It might be John or David.
Can we throw to some music so we have time for the rest of the segment?
Yeah, well, I guess that was the.
We were
going to talk about the. Well, actually, sure, but one more thing since we were talking about the election, just to get out of the way. There's another person in the Democratic for the presidency. The 21st person has announced.
Which is?
His name is what's his name?
Derek Jenkins.
Is it Derek Jenkins?
I don't know.
He's
That sounds like somebody I vote for.
You said what?
That sounds like somebody I vote for.
He's actually the mayor. He's actually Senator Michael Bennett.
Okay.
He's a senator.
This is number
Is he black?
He's number 21.
Is he black?
He's number 21. No, he's not black.
Oh, well.
He's number 21. He's the latest person to say he announced his run for the ticket, and he just announced he also has cancer. So he went to.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's had surgery. So he's like in 7 to 10 days. If he's feeling better, if it's gone and he's cancer free, he'll make a decision. But he did say he's running, and the 22nd person is going to announce next week.
Okay. Hope they black.
Does it matter?
Yes, that's me.
Next week is actually not. It's actually Mayor Bill de Blasio, who's the mayor of New York City.
Oh, okay.
But I was looking at Bill Maher, who I love. You know who he actually says should run and he thinks would actually win?
Who?
Oprah.
Really?
Bill Maher said he
I can
thinks
see that.
Oprah should run.
I can see that.
He says he thinks that she would win. He said people like Oprah and they follow her. He told a story about how he was doing this. He was doing a party. You know how we are here in LA. You know, you go to the Hollywood Hills and they have parties in the Hollywood Hills, and them hills are very thin to go up, and there's no parking up there, so they usually do shuttles at the bottom and shuttle you up. So he said he was on the shuttle, and he said he was getting on, and some of the A-list big names was like, let me just drive. If I don't want to get on no shuttle A, B, and C, I don't get on no shuttle. He was like, well, everybody took a shuttle. He's like, you have to take a shuttle. He's like, let me just get on. So the man told him, he was like, well, Oprah just took the shuttle. And he said, everybody got on the shuttle. Go to the song, child. But he was like, he thinks that Oprah should announce.
Shoot,
He said she would. Thank you. It was funny because she did an interview some time ago, and she said she never really thought about it. People was like, Oprah, you should remember. She's like, never really thought about it. And she said when Donald Trump ran and he won, she said, oh.
Mm-hmm.
That was her response.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all it takes. Money.
Right before the deadline, if she says that she gonna run,
I don't think she should.
but if she does,
She got my vote.
if she does, what you think gonna happen to all the other 40,000 candidates that's up there?
I don't know. It would be tight between her and Joe, though.
You think so? Her, Joe, and Bernie?
Yes.
Oh, Bernie. Yeah.
Because they got,
Bernie.
they got black women, gays, old white people,
They do.
cancer patient down. Everybody's running.
Cancer patient. That's crazy.
So perhaps you do. So perhaps you could run. You can't run though.
Lord want me to run over
No, you can't run.
that. If God asked me to run,
Well, only because you said you were born in Nigeria. You have to be born in the United States.
I'm dual
But
citizenship.
where were you born?
Right.
Nigeria. Oh, you
No, not citizenship.
right.
Where
have
you were
to
born.
Oh, well,
You have to be
it
born here.
Here. One of the criteria.
That's why I asked if he was really running. I want to see if he was really on it. But what's the song
shot
say?
down my balloon.
Boom, boom, she shot me down. I did. But it wasn't me. That was the Constitution.
Go
I didn't
ahead,
do
A
that.
plus. Throw to our we're on the
gonna
reggae
listen
vibe.
We're going to listen to some music, and then we're going to come back and talk to Mr. David. We are back now, and we are back with
David.
David. I was going
Come
to call
on,
him something
David.
else, but
Give us
Who
your.
you gonna call?
I don't want to say it now because she already said David.
What were you gonna say?
I was going to say we back with David.
Give us your
Jite?
Sounds French, doesn't it?
No, it sounds like what is it? That's what it sounds like. They speak French in Nigeria. Amen.
David is, for you guys who don't know, David is a Nigerian actor, writer, and director. And he's going to be sitting with us for the next, we'll have another hour and some change. If you guys want to give us a call and speak with David, you can call at 310-910-9676.
David,
Yes.
this is your portion, specifically dedicated to you.
Only you.
We can talk about you the whole time, but this part is specifically.
Right.
It's specifically for you, like the ocean. Listen, we found that you're from Nigeria. When did you move here to the States?
When I was 2?
When you were 2? And was California the first destination?
Yeah.
Only destination?
Richmond, California.
Richmond. In the Gay area?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We like that. What got you into acting, writing, and directing?
I'm so glad you asked that question.
You are?
So
I was told to ask. I'm just joking.
no, So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Like, I lived in a bad neighborhood. Obviously, it didn't change who I was, but
You live in a
Why is
bad
that-
neighborhood where?
I live in a bad neighborhood.
You live in a bad neighborhood now?
No. When
You said lived?
Lived, yeah.
Why is that obvious? Everybody don't live in everybody.
I didn't say it's obvious.
Oh, what
You
did
said
you
obviously.
say?
No, obviously I lived in a bad neighborhood, but it didn't affect who I was. Like,
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't get caught up in.
I misheard.
And
me too.
my mom didn't play. My mom didn't play that. She played a huge part of me not being a product of my environment.
Okay.
So I was confined to my backyard. So a lot of my creativity, like I had to be really creative there because that's the only place.
You're
I
the
could
only
go.
child?
Nah, I'm the youngest of 4. So
Okay.
yeah, so I was outside a lot. I did a lot of imagination things, watching stuff in movies, and go outside, try to
Really?
replicate it. Yeah. So
I did
like
that too.
I've always done that.
Okay.
And that's always stayed with me. And I got into theater really young. I did my first lead role when I was like in 5th grade, and I went to a private Christian school, so all the plays were like biblical.
Okay.
So there were these
Okay.
long prayers to God and stuff like that. And
Okay.
And the first.
Are you Christian?
I am
Okay.
Baptist.
Ooh,
The
come
first
on.
play I
Hallelujah,
did was
Jesus.
the story of Elijah, and I had to do this big monologue prayer to God, like towards the end. And I
Elijah or Elisha?
Elijah.
Okay, come on.
And
I know the Bible.
I lost my line. I forgot my line right in the middle, like, and Father God, and just blank. And I was like, waiting for like my teacher to give me the line.
Right.
He never did.
Feed
So-
me the line.
Right. So, and everybody started laughing. And then I started laughing, and I remembered my line. So I just was always comfortable on stage.
Yes. You were at home. I love it. What is the age difference between you and the one above you?
We are all 1 year on one another. So
Really?
my sister was 8, my brother was 9. No, 8, 7, 6, 5. So we were all one age.
Why did you move back here? Why did you move back to California?
All right, so my father passed, and my mother.
You moved away from California?
No,
what?
he moved to
California.
Oh.
Yeah, my father passed in Nigeria,
Oh.
and my mom decided to move back home.
Oh, she's not Nigerian.
She's not Nigerian.
Oh.
Where did they meet? How did they meet?
In college.
Oh.
My dad was a big baller, and he was like, "I'm gonna take care of you. You ain't gotta work, all this stuff."
Oh,
I
that's
just read this
beautiful.
story about somebody, but go
What?
ahead.
Really?
Yeah. So
I don't know.
I was doing theater all throughout. I even did a little bit of theater in high school, but I was playing a lot of basketball in high school, so I kind of put that to the side. Went to college, tried to play ball there, that didn't work out, and then I was just meeting a lot of people in the industry.
You play basketball?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
6'4".
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies.
And gentlemen, we have some gentlemen too.
Well, no, ladies.
Oh.
Well, I don't know what you like, but
Ladies.
Okay, well, see, there you have it. Ladies, 6'4". He has great hair. He has beautiful skin.
And
Call
teeth.
in. That was my rap.
Right.
Begin. You like that?
So
1 2 1 2.
yeah, and I was just meeting a lot of people who were actors.
Okay.
And they just happened to be people who set out, to pursue a dream.
How did you get to LA from Richmond?
My brother was out here.
Okay.
And both my sisters went to the same college, so I was like, I go to the same college as my brother. And my brother was in junior college, and he was going to go to Cal State Northridge. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just go straight to Northridge. And
Okay.
meet you there. So I moved out here, and when I moved out here, my brother moved back, so I was just out here by myself.
You were?
And I feel like out here, I became a man. I became independent. So I feel like this, my home will always be where my family is, which is in the Bay Area. But like this is like my stomping ground out here.
So none of your family are here?
Everybody moved back. I had an aunt that lived out here too. Everybody moved back. It's just me out here.
Oh, well, if you need a home cooked meal sometime,
Hey, don't play. I'll take you up on the offer.
I cook. Do I cook, Sacha?
A little bit.
Oh,
So
Shade
you
on
cook
the
and she
air.
bakes.
is it shade?
You bake and she cooks.
No,
Boom.
she throws down. I give her
I
that.
don't doubt it.
The kids are always
Don't
fed.
I look like I'm well fed? Don't I look healthy? Can you see that?
And fit.
And fit. I hate you. That was an inside, but go ahead.
Yeah, and, I got into writing and well, I got into acting.
Okay.
And I did a play, and that's when I knew I was like, I have to do this kind of like for the rest of my. This is what I'm called. I felt in alignment when I performed.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
Yeah, like I know there's a lot of things people do and be like, yeah, but I could have been doing this or I could have done this. Like when I act, when I'm creating, when I'm in that creative space, like everything is right, everything's clicking. You know what I'm saying? shining.
So you said you also write. What are some projects that you've written?
Okay, so I just did a screening for a project that I started writing. I wrote the first part of it, and then my roommate, which was my partner for the project, he finished it off. And and it took us almost a year to finish, and we finished it, and we're shopping it around.
What's the name of it?
It's called Crooked.
What's the synopsis of it?
It's about a detective that's out for revenge, and he is going underneath the law to try to get the revenge. So, like, he goes out of his way to hunt down drug dealers and people that are doing illegal things to find the information he needs to get revenge on the person that put his brother in jail.
Interesting.
So, like,
is this a movie? It's a short film? It's a film? It's a television
It's a
show?
pilot. It's
a pilot.
Yeah, so we have other episodes that we haven't shot, but the pilot is right there. Boom. We're pitching it to.
You've already shot the pilot?
Yeah, we did it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, the next time you shoot something else, I need some hours for the union. So please give me a call.
I got some stuff. I also have.
I'm going to give you my information. I absolutely need to do that. Thank you very much. That's how it works in this town. You have to know somebody.
Yeah.
But there are criteria for that. So I must be on the call sheet. I must be getting paid.
Okay. You want SAG eligibility? I got you. I also did.
Not SAG. This is for
SAG after.
No. Hair.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, if you want to put me in front of the camera, I do that too.
Yeah, because you definitely can do it.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I'm not doing no shucking and fucking jiving.
Nah.
I ain't doing no song and dance. Don't give me no typical role shit. Dignified?
Only.
Good.
I put black people in dignified roles.
Because I'm a dignified ratchet girl.
Dignified. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I can dig that.
But go ahead.
I just finished a short film about it's like a father and son type film.
Okay.
Since my father passed when I was very, very young, I didn't get that connection. So I've been working with kids for a few years, and I like seeing the interaction with fathers and children. Like, I just stand there, I just kind of watch. Not creepy.
Shout out to all the men out there, father to their children, but go ahead.
Right. So I did a film. I'm trying to give you a quick synopsis without giving too much away, about a boy who didn't have his dad in his life, and he's at a place where he really needs his dad in his life. So
that's kind of personal?
Yeah, it came from the heart. And the boy ends up getting that, but not in the way he wants, not the way he expects it.
Wow.
I can't.
Don't say nothing else.
I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Listen, coming to theaters in 2021. You will see.
You said that that you are around kids a lot. What else? What do you do?
So I work in behavioral therapy. I work with kids with mental disabilities, emotionally disturbed kids, and at-risk youth. I've been doing that for about almost 6 years.
I don't like how she point. Yeah, sugar.
About 6 years.
Okay.
And it's very rewarding. Every client that I've been, in contact with, that I've worked with, I consider family.
Okay.
And it's really helped me grow as a person. Definitely tested my patience, of course.
I was about to ask that.
Yeah. Yes. And it like. I remember because I grew up with my aunt is disabled, so like a lot of people are kind of like thrown back at people with disabilities and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's not that they're like, ooh, what is that? It's something different. They don't understand it. Yeah, some people are
freaked out. You like, excuse me? But go ahead.
But I grew up with that, so it was always a place of safety for me, and like okay. I never treat anybody any differently. But yeah, I started that work while I was I had taken a break from acting, and like I really fell in love with it. And the company I work for is very lenient to my career aspirations in acting, and I'm able to do both, and it's a blessing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is there something out now or that's been out that people can see you in?
So I mean, I have some movies. They're not on Netflix anymore.
What's the name? You was on Netflix?
Yeah.
Everybody on Netflix. Did you get the standard $60 million that they give everybody else?
No. Okay. Very, very tiny, small roles for right now.
We don't do that.
Okay, there were roles on there.
Thank you.
One movie is called Mono.
I'm right there, Mono. Like Mono from Kissing People?
Yeah. And then the other one is Middle of Nowhere. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Why?
I'm looking towards the future.
Why did you leave it at that? What was it?
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Why?
I got some. I've been doing a lot of commercials, booking more commercials than anything.
I want to know more about Middle of Nowhere. I'm giving them about them commercials. I want to know about Middle of Nowhere. So I'm gonna leave it at that. What happened in this movie?
Well, I was a security guard, and a lot of my lines got cut.
That's why you don't want to talk about it? But were you in it?
Yeah,
Did you get a check?
Yeah, same thing with mono. A lot of my lines.
Were you in it? Did you get a check? Okay.
Yeah. You know, I'm a, you know, so yeah.
What type of movies do you like personally? Like, what genre of film do you like?
I like action.
Do you?
Action.
A lot of
you playing
people,
that tonight?
A lot of people tell me I'm a very humble person. So
Come on.
they'll be like, oh yeah, you like Black Clark Kent, you need to play a superhero, this is that. They should have hit you up for Black Panther. They should have hit you up for whatever type of movie. And I'm like, I would love to represent my people as a superhero. I would love to do that. So
Really?
like,
So
yeah,
action?
absolutely.
Okay.
Is some more Black Panthers coming out?
It is.
Yeah, so
Put it out there.
I actually, you know, I wrote something like prior to Black Panther coming out. Like at least about 2 years before Black Panther he was even like announced or whatever. And I wrote something, and I'm gonna complete it and put it out. You know.
But you do know that Black Panther's a comic character from 70s, 80s, right?
Yeah, but the movie, true, I do understand that. But I wrote something when they weren't thinking about
making a movie for it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I wrote something, and it was during the time of the whole cop shooting, things like that. So it was like, it's something based on with that involved in it.
Okay.
So it's really powerful, and I was like, I gotta put it out. So I'm finishing that up too. And that's just for me. Like when I put projects out, I'm not necessarily putting them out so someone could buy them or for me to profit off it. It's just something I love doing. I like showing my creativity. That's it. Like on some real stuff.
Well, you know, people in business for profit, so
Yeah, I know.
you put it out there, you make some money.
Whatever
Whatever.
blessing God brings along with it, I'm all right with that.
That's fine for being humble, but also state what you want.
Oh yeah, I want
All
success.
right.
Don't get me wrong.
Well, let me ask you this question from here because we normally like to ask people who, especially are aspiring artists or people who are looking out to do something with their life,
Right.
because you just never know who may be listening to our little cute show. They also our little cute show. That's what they call. Oh, your little show is so cute. But anyway, you never know who's listening to our little cute show and who may be connected to whomever. So, if you had the opportunity, what would be the role that who would you like to work with?
Jordan Peele.
You better he spit that out. Everybody
Absolutely.
he said
know.
Jordan Peele.
yes.
I work with Ava DuVernay already.
Oh, you have
Okay.
on.
Middle of nowhere. She's the person that actually gave me the role.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah. Well, it gave me.
How was that
role.
experience?
It was dope. She was up and coming at the time.
Uh-huh.
David Oyelowo was in it.
Okay.
Omari
really?
Hardwick.
Okay.
Was
all the
in it.
black fine men. So you was right. You was right in where you supposed to be.
And I was a
Black
it
Fire.
was a dope experience, and just seeing how she worked, her team, how she was operating, and then after that, seeing like the magnitude of her career now, and I was just like, yo, that's
It's
us.
always something to be said about people who do the behind the scenes work first and they get in front of the because she started off as a publicist.
Yeah, and I heard
So she understands the back part of the
Right.
situation. So those people usually make, you know what I'm saying, it's like the best people to help you get off of drugs or former drug addicts. That's what sponsors are usually drugs. So it's like that's awesome. Would you say what you were gonna say about it?
No, it was just dope. So and I like how Jordan Peele is putting black people as leads, as
is.
heroes. And he
He
said
is.
we've seen that movie before, white people doing that. No offense to white people or anything like that. I just think that's dope. And he said that out loud.
He does say it.
Yeah, a lot of people will shy away from doing that because they don't want to lose, opportunities
Right.
to work with bigger
Funding.
studios, funding, all that stuff like that. He don't. And it's like, I respect that. And him being half black, you know what I'm saying?
And
like,
having a white wife. I wonder what that
Yes.
home is like. It's well, maybe she understands what a lot of people who are not of color don't seem to understand is
Yeah.
that because I love me doesn't mean I hate you.
Right.
Right.
Because I'm saying black people need, or for this case for us, black people need rights doesn't mean I hate white people. It just means I love me though. So why does loving me mean I gotta hate you? So that's interesting when I see him do that. I'm like, I wonder what his wife may think. But maybe it's all good.
Yeah. So yeah, Jordan Peele, somebody I would love to work with.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, Jordan Peele. So we looking for that.
Oh yeah.
He's doing well. So that means you don't mind doing her because he's into horror right now.
Oh yeah, I don't mind. One of my
With
first,
Us and with Get Out, and also with him doing the Twilight Zone. Have you seen any of the Twilight Zone?
Nah, I haven't, but I'm gonna watch it. I gotta finish watching Game of Thrones first.
Well,
Do you see my ears go up like a dog? They don't watch Game of Thrones. They don't get it.
watch it.
They don't get it.
I'm watching
I
it.
started
Thank
2
you.
weeks ago, but I'm still
2
on
weeks
season
ago
1.
on-
I think episode
It's gonna take a
4.
while.
It is 2 episodes away from the final going
Wait,
off the
already?
air. Yeah.
No.
Did you see the
How many
Starbucks cup?
episodes?
Did you see the Star?
We're not gonna get into that. Cersei, but you know, I'm gonna say this right here. Cersei is people have you saw the war last week, right? The week before last week, and they're like, "Ooh, the war," and I'm like, you know what? It's all said and good with the Night King, and that was all good and dandy. But that Night King ain't got shit on Cersei. That's an evil bitch, and that bitch don't play.
She had it set up perfectly. She
it's
knew
going to be so fierce, but you know what? We're not gonna give nothing away. Right. I know it's okay.
I met her before.
You have?
I was. My friend lives next to her, and she was walking with her child, stroller. Obviously she's a regular person. Right. I just saw her, and my friend we were both walking, and my friend was like, "Yo, that's Cersei Lannister," and I was like, "Oh snap, it is."
Because she's jet black hair. She's looks nothing.
And she was like, we were like, "Oh, we love your show. You're so awesome," stuff like that. She's like, "You make me," and my friend, dummy, "You make me really want to hate you." I was just like, "Yes, that's her role, bro."
But that's not dumb. You know what that said to her? Thank you. I did my fucking job. Because you're supposed to.
Yeah, because I hate it.
Because you're supposed. Yeah.
I mean, I like what she does, but like she makes you but
the thing about her is that you probably can appreciate as an actor that some of the people don't get when they are the antagonist in the whole I know all that jargon and shit. When you're a good villain makes you like them still.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? When you're a good, right? Like you be like, I don't want you to win, but something about you is kind of likable.
Because
Game of Thrones.
Because
not even for Game of Thrones, just for any particular
just
show.
In general,
right?
Yeah.
Because to them, they're the hero. They like in their mindset, I'm doing what's right and what's best for me.
Thank you.
It's
always about perspective. I've said before that.
How many antagonists have you played?
I did play an antagonist once. It was I was a guy that was sleeping around.
Oh.
That had AIDS and I was affecting women.
On purpose?
I guess that, yeah.
I was
an ex-NFL player that, I had money and I was just infecting women with AIDS. That was the role I played, yeah.
What was the name of that movie?
It was called Suicide.
Let me write that down.
Okay.
It was a play,
too.
Oh, it was a play? Yeah. Okay, interesting.
And everybody hated me after the play. I hated you. Everybody was like, great job.
That means you did good.
It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was really fun.
I always tell people, my aunt, God bless the dead, my aunt Pam, she died hating. I can't think of his name right now. Why can't you think of Danny Glover? She died hating him because of Color Purple.
Oh. You know who I hated?
She died hating him, and I was like, that's a role.
You know who I hated and I met, and he's actually very, very, I'm very, very cool with him and his family. When I was growing up watching House Party, I hated the guy that lived next door that kept calling the police on him.
Oh,
John Willis. I hated him.
Yes.
And Meteor Man, he was lying and saying he was Meteor Man. He said, I hated him and I met him.
Wasn't he in Friday too?
Yeah.
He was y'all get off my grass. Yeah.
So I hated. He did such a good job with those roles that I hated him. I mean, I'm very close to
He did so good at them roles that they just kept on.
Who's somebody you hated?
Put them in them kind of
somebody
roles.
In a role.
From movies.
Ooh.
From a movie.
Jeez, that's.
Who did you hate?
I don't know.
You mean like in real life?
In a role.
In a role.
You just wanted to.
So much in a role.
That I hated inside of a role, but and they transferred to real life, or just hated them in the role?
Just hated in a role, so you're like, I just can't stand.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who would I hate really bad in a role?
I'm trying to think.
What about that movie for color girls when Michael Ealy threw his babies out the window?
I don't remember that.
I hated him.
I do. He did. He dropped him right out that window. Poop. Both of them in his hand. Yeah. For Color Girls?
If it was Tyler Perry.
That was one of his better movies.
It was.
Yeah, he had like.
But based off a play, it wasn't his whole situation. He just did the movie. It was good. It was a really good movie.
Was it?
Not a play. It's based off of a poem. For Color Girls what's the name of the poem? It's a long poem.
Yeah,
it's for Color Girls
who thought of suicide
when the rainbow wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
I've never, no. If it was Tyler, I'm sorry.
Tyler,
honey. She don't do it, Tyler. We gonna flip and rotate? We're gonna flip and rotate real fast. Let's flip and rotate.
Why don't?
We're gonna flip and rotate. This is our portion. We'll do a little bit of flip and rotate, and then we'll go to a little song so we can talk about letting it go. We're gonna flip. You hear that noise?
Am I gonna get my contacts and stuff out before we do that? Is my segment over?
No, we're gonna talk to you forever. Your contacts for which one?
I just haven't flipped this over, and it was like.
No, I'm
on the wrong page.
Sorry. No, you can never be on the wrong page.
Okay, well, I'm on.
Because whatever page you're looking at, if you see before you say the wrong thing, we're not gonna let you. But you hear that noise? That's the pillows.
Okay.
We're cleaning our pillows off right now.
We're doing that. Okay.
I guess we can talk since we're talking about villains, right? Zoe Coleman, her dad, young. What's the story, Satch?
Sacha, don't give them. Yeah, Sacha, don't do that to me on air.
Don't do what?
Satch.
Sacha.
I never knew it was that serious, but Sacha.
Sacha.
It's just okay, girl. Yeah.
Zoe Coleman is the young lady we were speaking about earlier, where she was murdered by her father. The father and mother were in a bitter custody battle, and the mother had recently left him because of abuse. And so she went to the court and said she did not want her daughter to go with the father because she was afraid that the father was too violent and something would happen. She asked the judge not to allow her daughter to go to visit, but the judge granted the father permission this weekend to take the daughter unsolicited. Well, unsupervised. And so the daughter was 3 years old, beautiful little girl. And he set the car on fire in the park.
Oh, my God.
3 years old. And put her in her car seat, strapped her in her car seat, poured gasoline all in his Audi, chained the doors on the Audi, and set it on fire with her inside.
He chained the doors on the inside of the car so nobody can get to her.
What?
Right. Like,
what did she... Oh, my gosh. Wow.
And
3-year-old.
just to give the mother pain. I just, it touched me because my little one is 3. I can't imagine harming my own child. That's another level.
He ran down the street. Because he got on fire too, and he ran down in the park, and he was telling Pete. He told people, "My car is on fire and my child's inside." So the fire department came and they went to when they saw the inside and the chains in it. It's like, "Yes, sir, come on. This wasn't no accident. Well, no, like you just accidentally the car set on fire and you got out, but she didn't."
Right.
They put him out because they thought something was wrong. He's on fire. Oh my God. Yeah, because
because naturally that's what you would do. You see a person on fire. Oh, let me help you put out the fire.
That's.
And I was reading it too on the Washington Post, and she did say that she said, you know what, because it was court ordered.
Yes.
She said I started to just go to jail and not give him my daughter.
And she's gonna probably replay that over and over and over, that decision of allowing her daughter to go with someone that she knew
was crazy,
right, and in danger. But she thought that he would harm her.
Because he called her and say?
He called her and told when he finally was able to get the daughter, he called her and said, "I have your attention now, right? Don't I?" And he told her, "You'll never see your daughter again." But she thought he was referencing.
Well, he called her a bitch too.
Right, he did.
I got your attention now, bitch.
Right.
That's what he said.
What?
And her coworkers and stuff, people around her were just like, they just knew he was violent.
Yeah.
He's shown that. So why are the judges giving people who have a history of violence
I don't understand.
any kind of
custody with these kids?
Right. Why?
That are not,
because it was a history. It was documented.
Right. That have a history of violence. It's crazy. It is.
She should sue the court.
But you couldn't.
I don't know if you can.
No, you can't. But I wonder what the judge is thinking, being as though she is the one who ordered that type of visitation for the child. Do you wonder? Are you when these things happen under your watch? Do you have a heart in understanding how this person is feeling because you've impacted them so tremendously? Or do you just kind of, it's part of the job?
And are people asked, or why are they not asking for any other situations going on as far as the crime is concerned? You go to court, most times they ask for witnesses. Are they not asking for witnesses in people's testimony for family cases? Because all the people around them have been like, ever since that she called off the engagement, he was just unstable.
Right.
Everyone said he was unstable. We know what he was going to do. We have no idea. And he's not right. But here go a 3-year-old.
Right, here you go.
Take her.
What do y'all think his punishment gonna be? Obviously, gonna get.
I don't know.
I don't know because they're in New York.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have capital punishment in New York because they don't have
think
it.
they
He'll
do.
get life.
He'll probably get life, but they'll have fun with him in prison.
Well,
definitely. At least that's what that rumor has always been over the years. You do something to children,
he deserve more
they
than
have
that.
fun with you. Oh yeah, they do.
that's terrible.
That's heartless.
And now it's a child that's
unimaginable. Actually,
it's crazy.
On a light note, both of y'all smell really good.
we do.
Yes, you guys.
Thank
I took
you.
a shower before I came because I know we got to sit close to people. Otherwise, I wouldn't have washed my ass. But really quickly before, maybe you can appreciate this. When you blow the fuck up because you gonna blow the fuck up.
Absolutely.
Don't forget
Offset.
about the little people.
Offset from the Migos has a felony warrant.
Let me guess, over a gun charge.
No, gun charge. That gun charge.
Oh,
no.
wow.
Why would you guess a gun charge?
I mean, that's what rappers are getting nowadays, or weed,
No,
either
he don't
or.
have no
With
gun
the
charge.
stereotypes.
He has a felony, and that's probably why he wasn't with his wife yesterday on the red carpet at the Met Gala. But he has a felony warrant. There was a young man by the name of Junior Gibbons. He was inside of inside of Target in Sandy Springs, Georgia, and he saw him on the video. He was like, "Hey, Offset," and I'll show y'all the video. It's really quick. I'll show y'all the video. But he was like, "Hey, Offset," and Offset just knocked the camera out of his hand and broke it and cracked it. And he reached the threshold for felony, $800 of damage or more is the threshold for felony. So he has a warrant for his arrest, a felony charge that he is. And so his lawyer is saying, the boy who this happened to waited 4 days before he filed the police report. I guess that matters. And he said he waited 4 days after he filed the police report to get his 15 minutes of fame. But the phone is cracked, and Offset said, "I didn't crack his phone." And the police and the lawyer is saying, "You have no proof of that."
Oh, so Offset is saying he did not crack his phone.
He said he didn't crack his phone. He said, "I didn't do that." He said, I didn't do that to his phone. He said, "I didn't do that to his phone." This is what he said from the lawyer, and the lawyer said, "Y'all have no proof that he did this."
So wait, but you can see.
I'm gonna show you the
on
video. You can tell me yourself if you got proof. The lawyer said Offset is being exploited. TMZ has stopped and talked to YFN Lucci, one of the other rappers, and YFN Lucci was like, they asked him about it. He was like, "Oh, I always show love to my fans, or whatever the case may be." First of all, be grateful that somebody recognized who you are, but because listen, and not to say that you don't know who he is, but I lived in Atlanta for 15 years. Offset looks like every other black boy in black young man in Atlanta who want to be a rapper. Gold dreads, dark.
Tattoos.
He looks like everybody else there.
Right.
We know who he is, but so it's like somebody recognized you, and the dude wasn't invasive, and they said when a Target employee said when it happened, after he said that, after the phone was flipped and broken, he said, "Get that fucking phone out of my face," and he walked out the door.
I'm gonna say this: there's a price for fame, because
on.
The reason why you are even in that position is because of your fans or the viewers or the consumers of your product, whether it's a movie, whether it's
these are the people who pay you, who you work for.
Yeah,
right.
So I'm like, it's a common courtesy to do that. Like, I don't know where people get this thing where I'm so above you that I can't acknowledge you type of thing. I just can't. I'm not with that. That's one thing I'll never do.
Some people. I understand that. Depending on the level of celebrity, it could be overwhelming. Sometimes you may not be in the mood for that.
Give a warning.
What did you say?
Give a warning. Hey, yo, not now. Thanks for not now. You know what I'm saying?
He was in there he was walking in there and he had somebody else in there. Most people who are like that send somebody else in the fucking store.
Was he with somebody he wasn't supposed to be with?
I don't know. He was with another guy who was getting some stuff for the young baby. I had myself had the honor to be, or the pleasure to be in some people who are top notch A-list. I've never seen them act like that. Very humble and gracious. Because they understand the whole monster of fame. Right. They understand how it works. And people, and no matter how much good you do, they're going to talk about that one thing. Yeah. So they understand the humility of it.
I've met him before at my side gigs that I do security, and they came to our establishment, and I had to be the security for their rear because they at the at the place I work at, they like standing up on the couches.
Right,
so
right.
I had to be behind the couch, and I'm telling you, their security guards are so vicious. Like people are trying to come up and just say hey or take a picture. This guy was like, you ever seen a sumo how they swat stuff out the way?
Yes.
Swat like mushing people, women,
Really?
just not having
Oh my
it. So he's probably not even used to people getting that close to him because.
But you know what? The funny thing about it is, and you know, it's not even to compare the celebrity about it, but it seems like I guess the way you tell people because you have to give the security. You know, this is what you do, this is what you don't do, and
Right,
we know
give them instructions.
We know the kind of people who are in charge or secure for like Beyonce and Jay-Z. They have like militia. They got some serious people.
Yeah,
but you've never seen Julian act. People can access her a little bit. You can kind of get. He does not. He know how to protect that woman, but it's not in a way like because it's not that serious.
Exactly.
It's not that deep.
Yeah,
it's not that deep.
No, it's true.
I mean, it can because I understand the other side of that though, because people do be out to do some harmful stuff to people, to celebrities. You know, they be out to do, out to do some bad stuff. But sometimes you got to just it come with the territory. You got to figure. You got to just.
It's all in how he could have handled
I bet you if it was a girl, he wouldn't have did that.
Well, we know he wouldn't. Ain't that why she left him before? But anyway, let's go to a little song where we could plop and rotate some more. We could go to a little song for about 2 or 3 minutes. Let's do that.
We're gonna
take a
continue
little water
on
break.
Our reggae vibe.
Okay. Y'all saw the video of Offset. Was that proof?
He broke that camera for sure.
Okay.
He swatted that.
You saw it, Sacha?
I did.
Okay.
He broke the phone. He absolutely did.
He broke that boy's phone.
He swiped at that phone.
He cocked back.
Right, he did. He came all the way back. Wow. Yeah.
Did nothing.
He did it. That was proof. Who was saying that there was no proof?
The lawyer.
Who's his lawyer?
His lawyer.
Okay.
Facebook banning.
Yes.
I don't understand why.
Facebook banning.
Did
Facebook
a sweeping ban.
They did a sweeping ban.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people.
Well, those people
Minister
who
Louis
use platforms for hate or hate
he don't preach hate, but okay.
He does not.
No. What they consider to be hate.
Right. What they consider to be hate.
But they'll let you do it. But you can go do a mass killing on live and publish a manifesto on Facebook.
Right.
This is the question a lot of people are having. What's the criteria for banning? Who's deciding what's to be banned and what's not? Facebook just made a public announcement about them being not wanting to be a virtual town hall. They said they are a virtual living room. You know how we have a virtual sofa? So what goes in the living room? Living in life. Mm-hmm. So they said they wanted to be comfortable like that. Is that comfortable when you're banning people?
No. I mean, you got a president saying whatever you want to say.
Tweeting it.
Right.
About whomever.
Constantly.
This is decided by 3 white guys in Silicon Valley. 33-year-olds. That's who runs Facebook.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're deciding what is and what. But and a lot of prominent people are like, that's creating a very slippery slope of them being the arbitrator of what can and cannot be said.
Because my whole thing is,
there are 2.6 billion people on Facebook. Go ahead, Sacha.
What has specifically Farrakhan, because I've read about the other people and the type of information that they put out, but what has he said specifically that was hate speech? Are people upset because he has spoken the truth about what has happened and the truth is confused for hate speech? But even going back and looking at some of his old speeches,
David
that are
got
on
something
YouTube,
to say, girl. He picked that mic up and put it in his face.
I don't see where it was anything where he was preaching, murder all of these people.
I mean, they lumped him up with people who are white supremacists.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was going to say.
They have.
All y'all just.
David.
Well, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Like, once I realized, that he was banned, I was like, oh, they're going to lump him with people who really, really do hate speech, like the white supremacists and stuff like that. Most of his stuff is really reactionary to what has been going on to black people for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like you said, he's speaking the truth. And, a lot of people don't like that. The views, probably by the people that are doing the arbitration,
Thank
and
you.
they've taken,
You know.
I think a lot of people have taken sound bites of what he said instead of listening to the entire speech to really get a feel of the message that he was trying to send. They've taken sound bites and they've run with it to say, oh, well, he said this about Jews.
Truth hurts.
Well, I've never, even with a soundbite, I've never heard him say, go out and do this to these two group of people and do that like the other people they grouped him in with.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
I haven't heard that, but people have been going hard on Instagram because they've been posting all his speeches on their pages.
I love us.
I love us. Come on, Monique. I love us for real. Yes, honey. But the interesting thing about it is people are like, well, what does Congress do about Facebook being as though they just got paid a $5 billion fine for privacy violations? Yes, $5 billion for them is a parking ticket, child. That
right.
means nothing. For me, that can save my life.
I mean, Facebook was, you know.
But these were also the people that were. This is also the platform that was helped in the collusion with Russia. They sold all of our information.
Look how it was even started. I mean, Facebook always gonna have a weird connotation to me, especially after seeing social media.
It is.
How it was even started, the cutthroatness about it. So I just,
Bill Maher went all the way in because he was just like talking about on his show. I'm talking about him again. I love him, but he was just like, you know what? The crazy thing about it is that people are getting their news from there. He was just like, who in the fuck gets their news from their dumbass? Your friends are not journalists. Who gets their news from Facebook? Who waits around instead of like, you're not going to any reputable spot to get your news? You getting your news from Facebook?
But unfortunately, that's how it is.
That's how
a lot of people use Facebook and YouTube for news.
This is by design. This is not an accident.
No.
Let me tell you what else was news to a lot of people at the same time. Magic Johnson leaving the Lakers.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say something. I saw that coming because
you did.
Yeah, because of the way the season went. You know, they were praising him once LeBron got hurt, and they missed the 19 off-sub games, and
nobody knew he was leaving.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no one. But I'm just saying, I knew that it was gonna look bad on Magic because of what I'm saying.
He was the one who brought him in there.
He was making the moves he was making, and obviously Magic ain't trying to sabotage the Lakers. Obviously, he's trying to do what's best for them. And
look what he did for the Dodgers.
But somebody had to be the fall guy for the Lakers having a bad season with the greatest player in the league. So I feel
the crazy part about it is LeBron made a statement. He was like, I had no idea he was leaving. He said he heard about it right before they was going to play a game, and he just was like, yo, that's crazy. He said he didn't believe he picked up his phone. I don't know if he looked at Facebook, but he picked up his phone and he looked it up and he was like, oh, he is really leaving. None of the players knew. Alonzo Ball was just like, you know what? We found out because LeBron came in the locker room and was like, he leaving. Nobody knew. But when he left, when he said he left, he was like, you know what? Because people said the same thing that you were saying. He was like, well, the truth will be revealed one day. And all the owners, like, whenever he wants to come back, he's always welcome. And he's like, that he is, I'll tell you what James said, but he's always welcome here. But this is what the real reason is. It came out. There were a series of emails being shared with the powers that be for the Lakers. Some emails came that were not supposed to be shared with him. They were supposed to be privy to. That said, I don't care what that nigga doing. Y'all need to get rid of that nigga.
Wow.
He left.
And here I thought it was because he didn't get Anthony Davis.
Like everybody else. You thought that. I know.
How do you do Magic like that? Everything he done for the Lakers. I can't. See, this
because those type of people, those type of racist people are going to do what racist people do. And no matter, you can be high up on the hill, you could be the greatest, but if those people, some of those people will still look at you as you just,
yeah.
Unfortunately,
that is not everybody.
No,
that is not the sentiment for everybody. No, but these are the emails that he was not supposed to be. And I say that because, technology does have a thing, but it's a series of them, and who's being copy and pasted and CC'd on stuff. I don't know.
You already saw how the Clippers owner was.
Yeah, you saw who the Clippers owner was.
So I don't doubt it at all. Like,
yeah,
I definitely believe
at
that.
all. He sure did. Didn't he? They made him give up that team, didn't they? But it has not been yet revealed who was saying this in the emails.
It's gonna come out.
But that's what it'll come out. I think it will come out. What's also come out is William Barr. They want him to come out. They want him to come up out of that position. They said, "Baby, you lied. You should be held in contempt."
He should be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. You are the United States Attorney General. You are not the attorney. You are not the attorney for 45. He has an attorney named Giuliani. That's his personal attorney.
Right.
You are in contempt, and then you just decide, you know what? I'm not coming back the next day. Whatever. Is this where we are right now in our democracy? Is this where we are in law? Is that where we are? Can we come back from this? Is this how it's going to be going forward? Are people going to always say, well, you know what? Y'all let so and so, y'all let him do A, B, and C?
I mean, like I said, we got a president that just should not be there. I mean that's just my opinion, but like.
He was subpoenaed and didn't come back. He's like, you know what? Because let me tell you something. They got up in his ass. Oh, they didn't play with him. The next day, I'm just not coming. You just not gonna come back on a subpoena? It wasn't an invitation. This wasn't like a party.
Anybody else who misses court,
you would be in contempt.
You would be in contempt. Totally. So why is it different for you? Why don't the rules apply to you?
Well, they're supposed to vote tomorrow whether or not to hold him in contempt. Ain't tomorrow Wednesday?
Yes.
Vote. Oh.
Yeah, there's a vote.
They're just not doing it. It's a vote now.
Yeah, it's a vote.
Oh, wow.
Everything's a vote.
I can't.
It's crazy, but that's what it is, though.
Yeah, people don't be voting when they be. Let me stop.
Going also to Mayor Richard Thomas. Mayor Richard Thomas is the mayor in Mount Vernon, New York. Mm-hmm. Walked into the Chase Bank. In Mount Vernon, he's the mayor. And reading further into the story, he walked into the Chase Bank in Mount Vernon with two other people, one a police officer and a detective. He's black. One of the other guys, he was black. The other guy was Latin or Hispanic. They walk into the bank. He's like, I need to access the online banking for the city's banking, and I need to deposit this 6-figure check. They say, you know what? Hold on for a second. They set him in the conference room. He sat in there for a whole hour and a half, and the police walked in. They called the police on this man.
What is the narrative now?
They called the police on the mayor. You don't know the mayor who walked in, and when he walked in, he introduced the two people that were with him. So it was limiting him by himself, which I'm thinking is probably customary. If you're going to go do some work on the city, on behalf of the city, you go into the bank with the money, you probably need to take witnesses. Like, so you didn't know it's not no foolishness, flim flam going on. Walked up in there, they said, okay, well, hold on, go sit right here. He said he's being accused of banking while black.
Profile.
Right.
And he's a young black man, handsome black man, young black man.
Let me say this.
Say it.
This is kind of, I'm just circling back to, what I said earlier. Like, we know all about them. We know all about the royal family, all this stuff. You know about what Kardashians doing, all this stuff like that. But we don't even know, of our own people in power. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like this happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. I'm just really fed up with it.
You are?
Like, the police are the answer to any black person,
They call, but check this out right here. They called the police. Police walked in, and the reason, and they ended the whole situation amicably. But the police walked in, and the police was like, "Oh, it's cool," because he recognized the detective. He didn't even recognize him. He recognized the detective.
I can only take so much.
He was like, "Oh, okay," but why was he in there looking for the city's online banking information? He was in there looking for that because it's real deep. He was in there getting that information because a judge, Supreme Court Justice Susan Casey, had to make an order that he's allowed to see the city finances because he was being blocked. He's the mayor. They didn't want him to see all the city finances. So they had to go to court about it. So he's going in there because he had to go to court. That's crazy. Who do they do that to? What other mayor has gone through all that to see the financial records so he can take care of what needs to be taken care of? I know Mitch McConnell said that about Obama. He was like, I don't care what everything he bring up in here when he got voted in 2008, everything he bring up in here, I'm denying it. Before he even moved the first sofa in.
But we supposed to just get over it.
But wait a minute. But guess who he was being blocked by? He was being blocked by what's her name? She's the comptroller, Deborah Reynolds, a black woman.
What? It's getting sick. It's getting really sick. I don't get why. Like, you upset?
Why do you think? He said it's because he's banking while black. But but this is the thing. Even taking it off that, like, are we just? Is it? They always say the fish rots from the head. Are we just that blatantly like no respect for title and for position? It's the mayor. Who doesn't? The mayor's in there. He's told you who he was. He told you who he came in there with, and you still gonna be like, I'm gonna call the police on you. So we have no respect for position.
With two people, with the two police officers.
It don't matter. It don't matter to them. And you could take them and however you want to take
as far as they're looking at, you got two black men and a Hispanic walking into a bank.
It don't matter.
That sounds like the beginning of a terrible joke.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Anywhere I go,
he filed a complaint.
Anywhere I go, and I see the eyes on me, and the eyes aren't usually chocolate. So I always take the Chris Rock approach. It's like, I have white friends. I'm very close white friends. But if one, like Chris Rock said, if one hauled off and started stabbing me and calling me the N-word, I wouldn't be surprised. It's just like a fear I have, deep down inside that I had to deal with. I'm
as
always,
a black man.
Yes, I'm
and the
always
crazy part
followed. I got guns pulled on me. This is like when I first moved,
a big old fine black man too.
Just first, thank you. First moved to Sherman Oaks, I got pulled over.
Sherman Oaks.
Sherman Oaks. I got pulled over. I got a gun pulled on me because I was trying to show him my badge because I just started behavioral therapy. And he pulled a gun on me. He's like, had me get out the car, and he was just like, after everything was said and done, everything checked out, he's like, you're in the wrong neighborhood. I'm like, what does that even mean?
What?
Like, what? I'm in the wrong neighborhood.
He told you that.
Yeah, so ever since then.
How long ago was
this? This was in 2000. I'm gonna say 2012.
Okay.
You're in the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah, watch yourself. And I was just like, so now it's like I just gotta watch out, especially around white women. It's just how it is. Like a lot of people come up to me.
You do have to watch yourself
all nice
around
and stuff like that. And I'm
Becky.
just kind of like, give me some space because y'all can flip it in y'all favor at any time, and y'all.
I have been saying that for the longest, but okay. I'm glad you said it. You can absolutely and nobody, because the truth of the matter is nobody questions a white woman. Period. That's not a race. That's not a black. They don't. If she said you did something, you did. That history has proven that. Yeah. So you're right about keeping your. And it's like the same. It's like the same thing for black women. It's either we not enough or we too much.
Yep, I agree. It's a double burden. That you don't want to be too powerful because you're going to scare people off, but then again, you don't want to be disrespected, and you don't want to be too timid because they're like, oh my God, you don't get it. Yeah. It's funny.
It is, but that's what it is, though. And last but not least, we didn't get a chance to talk about, for the past couple weeks, Coachella.
I had a chance to work.
Last year we had homecoming. This year we had herpes.
What?
Yes, honey. We had homecoming with Beyonce. Boom, boom, boom.
Baychella? That's what it was called.
That's what it was called. This year they had 1,105 cases of herpes from 2 weekends. There is an app called Herp Alert. On your phone. It is. It's Herp Alert.
It's come down to that?
It's been like that. It's an app called Herp Alert. You can go download this app on your phone, and if you think you may have a simplex of it, you can take a picture of it, put it on there, and it will get you in contact with the doctor in your area so that you can find out what it is. Herp Alert. Herp Alert says they get about 12 cases a day in all of California, from top to bottom, of people who may come in, whatever. Those past 2 weekends of Coachella, they got 250 cases per day, and they're just like, it does. We know a lot of things happen at Coachella. They didn't say if it was like from sexual, because herpes could be. They're like, it could be. Of course, people are getting down, having sex, but it could be from people sharing cigarettes, makeup, everybody's drinking and passing the blunt, whatever it could be. Yeah, so it's all different.
I don't know if that was being passed so easily from that. that because you would have to have. I mean, it's typically passed when it's like an open sore.
When
it's a sore. I'm not
when it's a
smoking
flare
after
up.
you if I see something on your. I'm not drinking after you if I.
Well,
see
I
that
mean,
all over your
I mean,
lip.
when you get to them kind of festivals, people is high, drunk. They just doing whatever, so they may not be paying attention to any. You never. I mean, I don't know, but that's where they got it.
I've never been. Like,
I never been to Coachella, but I've been to a music festival before.
I don't know what it's like. Is tents? Are people doing stuff in tents?
They doing a lot of stuff.
Ah, man,
I've heard some stories.
Can we? I hate to do this. I hate to circle back to this.
What?
Speaking of Beyonce at Homecoming,
Come on. Because I wondered, did you go to an HBCU? No, you didn't. But go ahead. Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
Okay, what did you think about it?
It was dope.
Thank you.
So somebody tried to mimic that.
But did she really?
I wanted him to say it. But he said it.
Taylor Swift. And I just think it's so, it's not even weird no more. It's just like, I knew it. Like, I can see it. I understand. Now it's commonplace.
Well, Taylor Swift has used marching bands before in the past.
Marching bands
it's been 10 years ago, but she's used it.
But even Beyonce is not the end all be all where if she does something no one else can do it. Other people have used marching bands in their performances.
Give me 3 people.
She's
Lately.
not the first.
Lately.
You can Google it.
I don't doubt. I know that for a fact, but I don't know.
But I do somewhat. When I was like, oh, she used it before. When I saw her performance, I was like, she had the unitard. It was very Beyonce-esque.
But they all wear the same
Taylor
skimpy
Swift don't dress like
outfits
that.
to perform.
She don't dress
That's
like. I've
not
never
unusual.
seen her dress like that.
But even with the band, how far in advance
All right.
was this already prepared and arranged? They didn't just come up with that. That had to be in place, right?
Okay.
I agree. But I see both sides of the spectrum because, like I said, she's used it before. Mind you, it was 10 years ago, but she did use the marching band before.
But even still, that was 10 years ago. She used it before. I wouldn't say. I don't think.
Oh, someone else has to say. Let me bring it out the closet. Anyway,
what else did you think about her performance? About the homecoming?
It was dope. I like whatever it stood for. The HBCU. I loved all of it.
Yet.
It was very uplifting.
It was. I'm talking about she did. She's the first black woman to ever head a Coachella.
She is. And
she was like, when you get up there, she went from. You ever heard her song "Freedom" from Lemonade?
Freedom from Lemonade.
From the Lemonade album, it's sickness about what's going on in America with black people, stuff like that. In the middle of that, she's saying, "Lift every voice and sing." Her performance was unapologetically black. And what I can say about this is that she got her Diana Ross, Central Park, Michael Jackson, Moonwalk, Whitney Houston, Star Spangled Banner. She got her legendary performance.
I have
her legendary live performance. She got it.
Is she the best performer on earth right now?
As far as the full show,
that's what they're saying right now.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that.
I'm not a Beyonce fan like that. I don't.
A lot of people aren't, but as far as her performance is concerned, talent you can't deny.
But that's subjective talent. Everybody has a difference of opinion.
I would just say watch it. What I did like about her.
A lot of people think she's overrated.
A lot of people
don't think that she's talented at all.
Well, I don't know about that.
Some people
to say that this person's not talented at all, I think that's a section on Jeopardy. That's hating. What haters say for 700 Alex, please? Because
I don't think
you can't deny that's talent. That's I'm not gonna say. I will say the difference because what I don't like is that they do the Michael Jackson comparison.
Okay, yeah.
I don't like that.
I agree with that.
Because Michael Jackson
is in a whole nother stratosphere.
Michael Jackson is the template because Michael Jackson is the template for every entertainer of any genre.
Yeah.
Or you
race.
Look for that.
Yeah.
Or race. You look for that. That is something that even she aspires to. It's like, but as far as him, like him, like Prince, they were musicians. They wrote. They do instruments. They do all this.
Yeah.
But
people are saying she better than Mike. I've seen
and I don't. But I don't like the comparison.
I don't like
that. I've seen that. She is talented in her own right. She did this. She did that, and she was, and the performance was so unapologetically black. I mean, from the Nina Simone to the Maya Angelou, I liked from the African from the very beginning. It was HBCU all the way down.
I can appreciate that.
Even down to the fact, I like how she had her, what I do like about her that's different from Michael Jackson is that Beyonce, when she was down there, she had her entire family there. You saw aunts, everybody with their family. Her entire family. And what I like about that is that she'll be fine in a sense of she's insulated by her family. Michael Jackson didn't get that.
You need that.
You have to have that when
grounded.
when you're of that caliber. She's insulated by her. She keeps her even when she did Super Bowl a few years ago. Whole entire family.
She killed that
She
too.
did.
Everybody, whole family.
And it was kind of marching bandish too. Like it was kind of like like they were like drum made. Like the way she did it was real militant with the black. She's.
No, I'm not talking about what she did. I'm talking about her performance of Super Bowl. Not what she did. That was a part of not Maroon 5, but her and Bruno Mars came on with.
It wasn't Maroon 5. No, it was.
No.
I forgot the other group. No, it wasn't Maroon 5.
I like that group too. She has a song with them too, but yeah, but she keeps her family around when she does it. And that's a good thing.
She does.
Somebody got to, when you that high, somebody got to keep you grounded. Like, girl,
absolutely. Because a lot of people be committing suicide, not liking,
or just thinking you above everything, and you go start doing weird shit.
I just want to say something since we're on the topic. I hung out with my family 2 weekends ago. It was very lovely. And I spent a lot of time with my niece and my nephew, mainly my niece because she likes to be all in my business. God bless her, I love her. And it's just so funny. I hate to circle back. There's a lot of swagger jacking of black culture. There's like I don't know if y'all heard of K-pop. I just found out what this is. I don't know if y'all know what that is, right? It's Korean pop.
Right.
Like that. There's a huge big market for it.
It is.
And like the top group is this group called Blackpink. And it's basically like these 4 Korean girls that do black music. They rap everything. Like if you hear their music,
even the Koreans for their look, they
yeah. So if you hear the song, you can close your eyes and picture a black group singing, and they're making money off of it. And it's like I just think that like obviously I feel as though like we are like the most copied culture.
Of course we are.
And like
of course we are.
That's why
that make us feel bad for being who we are.
That's how I felt about Taylor Swift. And maybe she wasn't, but like after seeing so much of it, it's kind of like, I knew it. I wasn't even mad. I was like, I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think Taylor did it because Beyonce did it. I just don't.
I think it crossed their minds.
Because Kanye should have popped up like, I'm gonna let you finish, but
right.
Beyonce did it better.
Right. I like how she talked about her being a mother and a wife and a woman and showing her weight loss and trying to lose weight and trying to get it together. She was like something she said too. She was just like, you know what? You can see the down homeness in her because she was like, I do all this stuff right here, and people say, your greatness of this. She was like, but she just was like, this were her words. She was like, I do all this. She was like anybody, because she said if my country ass can do it, anybody can do it. She said it just like that.
Question.
She just was very just like.
Question. Of the 3 power couples, black power couples, Michelle and Barack, Jay and Beyonce, and Jay and Beyonce, and then Will and Jada, which one could you do without?
None of them. I hate those. I hate this 2019 new choose one gotta go. None of them, because they all stand for something. They all doing something.
What about you?
You said if one had to go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One and everything that they have put out has to go.
None of them.
One has to go?
Yeah.
That's hard.
I mean,
I would probably say B and J.
Yeah, only reason I say that because you know what I'm saying, like the impact Will Smith has had on my life. Like I've worked for him for like 4 years.
So that's personal for you.
It's personal for me. And then what Barack
But you're
Obama.
talking about your life.
Yeah, that's just for me. Or like that. You said for your life, none of them. Like they have to.
Well, I don't think it has to do with my life. I think just what they stand for as the lives of people that the people of humanity, especially for black. These are all people who don't make any apologies for being black and don't have to be like, I gotta try to fit in with you. They are who they are, and they're successful at that, and they're the top of these things. They're not trying to be. Are they like overtly like we black? No.
No.
But they don't also be like, well, we kind of black. They don't do that. None of those couples that you named do that. They stand in what they stand in.
Black excellence. Like we don't get a chance to see that.
You don't. But are we doing it? We supposed to do this chat. Have you seen the challenge going on from the Before I Let Go?
Girl, you're not serious.
No. There's a challenge because she got that right too, because that's a staple song, and she didn't perform it in the performance Before I Let Go of Frankie Beverly, but it's a staple song in there. And Frankie Beverly she played it for him. They're friends. He said we're friends. I know her. She played it for me before we did A, B, and C.
Okay.
Before she sent it out there, and now it's a challenge, and that's just the kind of impact that she has because it's trending now. But
our topic,
letting it go, it's not what you think. Thoughts? I didn't even have. Well, it's not a word, so there's no definition. Because usually, like, oh, we had talked about loyalty support, and I give a definition, but this ain't no definition because it's a multiple words. But what does letting it go mean?
Letting go is not what you think.
Before you let go.
I mean, that could apply to several things. I know something that resonates with me when I hear this phrase is like insecurities about certain things. You know, when you like, I feel as though I'm braving a very, very, you know, almost impossible journey. You know, trying to pursuing entertainment. You know, there's no A, B, C, D to, you know, success in that. Nope. You know, if you want to be a doctor, you know, you go to school, you go to medical school, you take the MCAS, all this stuff. Same with a lawyer, SAT, all that stuff like that, bar, all that stuff, right?
Doesn't guarantee success.
It doesn't, but like there's things that you have to do in order
to be called that.
Yeah, to get there. It may not happen in entertainment for some people. It may not happen for me, but you know, me being insecure about that, like, dang, I'm devoting all this time to this craft that I love so much that may not happen for 10 years or 5 years or it could happen tomorrow. Like, it's always that insecurity, like, but what if it don't happen type of thing, right? Like, I really have to let go of those let go of those.
That's the enemy's trying to creep in.
Yeah, because it's not what you think. Like, if you know that you're called to do this and you're in alignment to it, you know what I'm saying, and you do it just because you love it, like, things will come to you for that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is what God's called me to do, so I'm going to walk firmly into that. Faith without works is dead. So that's what I'm going to do. So letting the insecurity go, the bad thoughts, the thoughts, I don't have time to think about what if. I just got to think about what I do.
What is.
So that resonates with me.
Okay. Sacha?
I mean, it could go several ways for me.
What's the ways?
But what?
Say it.
I'm trying to be, you know, on the positive point because David came so positively.
Be on any point what you feel.
But I think when we initially spoke about it, I was thinking, with something negatively. You seeing things if you're trolling along on social media. And it's a meme or a photo of some sort that you think it's a message for you personally.
Well, a hit dog will holler every time.
Right, but perhaps you reading this, you're reading into it too deeply, and it's not actually what you think it is.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Sure.
Have you done that and it has been confirmed that was for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so that so the paranoia.
Oh.
Right.
Happened to me.
Yeah.
It happened to you?
Absolutely.
Right.
You saw somebody post something?
Yeah, somebody post something and stuff like that, and it was a video, and then it was like a little meme statement and stuff like that, and then I was like,
Did you contact the people?
No,
you had a conversation about it?
They contacted me.
Okay.
Oh.
And I act like I didn't see it. It was like, well, you know, I put that post for you. This is wrong. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like that's really immature. You could just
Oh,
tell.
It was a girl?
Yeah, it was.
So it was for you.
You fucked over her?
No, I don't do that. No, I'm pretty straightforward.
You are? Why she say that though?
No, because all right. So one thing that I used to do, I was a people pleaser.
Why I say it like this? Without telling your business like that, do you feel like something was misconstrued?
No, it's just she didn't have her way.
Oh.
Okay. That's all that was.
Oh.
And this type of she was a girl that's not used to getting told no.
How long were y'all like talking or something like that?
We was talking, yeah.
How long was it?
Maybe like 2 months. Like it was fresh.
Okay.
What did the meme say?
It was something like.
You remember it?
No. I'm trying to remember verbatim. It was something like It was a saying like you make time for what's important. The type of
I've seen that a million times.
whatever like that.
It's very true, though.
So, like, I worked 3 jobs.
Okay.
You know, and at the time, I was working too, but like I was so tired just even getting used because I was great working graveyard and stuff like that. And she wanted time, and I was like, I can't give you that time.
Has she expressed that she wanted time to you before?
Yeah, and I just told her I couldn't do it.
So what did you? So why didn't you tell her this is probably not going to work for us?
Yeah, but we hadn't been talking like that. Like we had kind of like
which is even a better time to let her down.
Yeah.
I mean, you
no.
I because sometimes when you get into a situation, people are like, you know what? I really got time for a relationship, but what's up? Nothing. Bye.
So with that being said, I was never like at the point in time I was like, yeah, no, I don't have time. Like I stopped initiation. I stopped all that. She kept initiation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whether it's because she didn't like the no or, you know what I'm saying, you can't do that to me because I got all these options type of thing. And I was like, well, you know, those options are there for you. Go take them. You know, I have to do this.
But before it turns into a negative or belligerent conversation, isn't it okay for you to, because when I say let it go, I'm just like, can I not get clarity on something? Can something not be clarified? Like we can have a because I don't want to be left to, because you could think in your own head something's going on that it's really not. Or you could think they meant something by something else that they really didn't mean. So everybody has different levels of understanding and what they grasp and what they want to get clarity on. So shouldn't it be, because the Bible will tell you, in all that get understanding.
Yep.
So if you can get some understanding, you can say, you know what, I was thinking this, but what was, or before even interjecting what your thought was, what did you mean when you said, or what does this mean when you in A, B, and C? Then you can know how to proceed. But if a person does not want to give you clarity or does not feel like you are worthy enough to be explained to, then there's your answer.
Worthy enough.
Pretty much.
Yes. That was too heavy.
It happens that way.
No, that was right.
It does.
Yeah.
That's I mean, because you feel like because the truth of the matter is everybody has a worth to you.
True.
Everybody has a worth to you, and if sometimes you just like you're thinking that, oh, I ain't gotta, you know, but if you care about me, just let me not be, enlighten me, let me not be in the dark, help me out, because I need clarity and I just want to have a complete understanding so I can know how to proceed.
Sometimes you feel that sometimes you think you give people that clarity and they tell you, okay, cool, no, it's fine, yeah, that's fine. Like, well, I'm not a mind reader. Like, you just told me everything was cool. Okay, and we proceed. We move on.
But you can tell. But you know what you can tell, especially with you being an actor. You can read people. You know the difference. You know the difference between what it's cool and it's cool.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of good non-actors out there that act really good. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I was under the mindset that we were cool. Like, you understood. And then you post that, like, now what am I supposed to do?
And then it's also, then it's also the responsibility of the other part of you as the person to say, you know what, they already told you what it was. Let this shit go.
I had this conversation today. I thought you know who you are. It got too deep, and it was not what you thought it was, and I had to keep explaining. It's not what you think. But how many times do I have to explain this in so many words that you took it the wrong way? Why do I have to keep explaining this? When do you accept that, okay, it's not what I think, and let me just move on from it? Some people can't let it go.
Some people always want to give it to
But you know what? Most times when you hold on to things like that, you just hurting yourself. Especially you say the person, you say you clear, and I said this. So when you hold on to it, and you internalize it, then you hurting yourself instead of just saying, you know what, that's what it is.
You know,
on your own time.
You know, a mistake that people make that hold on to things that should let it go is, you know, which I've been guilty of it. It may have been a portion of the time you spent with that person, like that things were great. So you think that's going to come back.
Right.
And either the person has moved on and you can't let that go, or the person just doesn't want to go back to that. You know what I'm saying? They may want to proceed, but they want to go back to that. So, like, it's hard for people to move outside of that homeostasis that's just not there no more. You know what I'm saying? And I was guilty of that, and it was a very tough life lesson. It came later in my life, you know, and I was like, okay, I let it go. That won't happen again because, you know, I'm looking at it differently now. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when you're not on one accord with someone. And a lot of and a lot of people be like, so what? I'm still going to make it work. A lot of dudes, a lot of girls, you know what I'm saying?
David. We only
Take
got
time.
30 seconds.
Take time to let
We
it
love
go.
you, though. Thank you so much for stopping
Mr.
by.
David Jite. I wasn't about to say it.
Damn,
We thank you so much. We thank you for plopping by.
When you're
Thank
having
you.
fun, time
We
flies.
thank you. It does. We thank you for plopping by. Where can people reach out to you at?
My Instagram is David_Jite. That's Jite.
Jite.
And I also have a YouTube channel, David Jite. David space Jite. And yeah, my Twitter is the same thing, David_Jite.
Yay! Thank you for coming on. You have to come on anytime you want to.
Thank you, Ryan.
I have that.
You have to make sure you do. You come on. You can plop on this couch anytime. And next week, plopping on the couch is going to be Gina. She's going to be telling us about whole fashions. Whole fashions is next week's. And next week's topic is when is it okay to gossip? Thank you guys for tuning in to Plop. We really appreciate you. Please look at us on Plop Life on all social media out platforms. Thank you again to Cheesecake de Granger. Thank you to A+. Thank you to Sacha. Thank you to David Jite. Plop out.